So this is Master Class 3, Endless Combo, or at least the concept of Endless Combo. What is Endless Combo? Well, it's the idea of being able to endlessly combo, right? The idea to, I didn't want to say infinite because that imply you can combo infinitely into a single attack, or make, and that's not the case. It's just the idea that you can boost, because the reason you combo is to boost a battle card or a leader's power. So you combo defensively, you combo offensively. But the thing about comboing is that you're giving up resources. You're giving up battle cards specifically are the only ones that have combo power, unless they make cards that extra cards and unison cards that do have combo power, which they currently don't. But if they did, then that would be the case, right? But right now, battle cards are mainly the ones that have combo power. So with that being said, you're giving up battle cards, stuff that you normally use to battle with, right? That's why they're called battle cards. They have attack power, they have effects, and they're supposed to help you battle and win the game, right? So using them to defend or to boost an attack of a leader or another battle card or unison to try to deal some damage. You're giving up something to try to get something. And sometimes it can be pointless. Sometimes you combo, make something into like 30k double strike, attacking your opponent, and then they combo it enough from their hand, or they activate an effect or something that helps them reduce your attack drastically, and then they just combo one or two cards from the hand, and it just out comboed you, and then all that sacrifice, all that comboing went to a waste. Or let's say you comboed like in the old days of Shigesh. Shigesh was a thing. Shigesh in the Kid Goku card, you will attack, combo your whole hand into the attack, trying to go for game, and then your opponent will be like, oh, Shigesh, play Kid Goku, and bang, pop your battle card, and now the attack is over, and yeah, you just wasted your whole hand. And that's a problem when you end up in a scenario like that where you put your whole hand into a single attack, all that resource you gave up just to try to go for game, and then get defeated by a simple two-part combo, right? We don't have to deal with that as much now, but there are still some active battle cards that do have a ways to drastically reduce a battle card's power, as well as in general. Like for example, this card, this has an active battle ability. You pay 1 red, choose one of your opponent's leader cards or battle cards, and it gets negative 10k power for the duration of the battle. So that's pretty strong. And if you do this, and you can do this multiple times, so if you pay 3 red energy, for example, that's 30k power you just took away from a battle card. So if the battle card was a 30k double striker, you just made them lose the 30k power they had. So the double strike is irrelevant, obviously, right? They lost the 30k, and if they have 0 power by game state, the battle card will go to the drop area. So now you just made your opponent waste the power up they did. So they're wasting resources, and then now the battle card goes to the drop. So that's more resources they're losing, and you definitely didn't give up much. You just tapped some energy, tap, right? So that right there is endless combo, and the fact that you were able to outshine and outperform your opponent without giving up resources. So that's the main thing about endless combo, is you're not giving up resources, you're using resources to gain the boost and the power and the strategic advantage of either making something weaker or making something stronger. So you can use it offensively and defensively. So I mean, it's obviously relatively a simple concept. It's not something that most people might not already know about. The idea that they rather not combo when they play. There's all types of cards. Mostly red, as you can see, has a lot of good cards that comes with that has to do with boosting stuff. Like Bulma, for example, once she has an active main, once per turn, choose one of your mono red battle cards or unison cards, and it gets 5k power for the turn. So as long as she stays on the field, every turn you get that boost. If you have 2 copies of her, you can trigger both battle cards ability, and that's 10k boost for a unison or battle card. So imagine, you know, boosting a 20k battle card and boosting it up to 30k just because you have 2 Bulma out of entering in play. Not to mention the fact that she is a super combo, so she has 0 cost 10k. You could take that 20k, use both their active main to make it 30k, swing, then combo both Bulmas to add an extra 20k, 50k. And if you have the ability to Chomper or Isekai Kai, then you get to 60k double strike. So, you know, look at all that. 60k double strike. So that's the usefulness. Even just her by herself, just using her, just play her, activate her active main on one of your battle cards or unisons, and then when you swing, combo her, that's 15k alone. So you get an extra 5k on top of the 10k. So it's very versatile right there. So it's just a matter of how you use it. So you're using a lot less cards to get a lot more out of them. Even the idea of just playing strong cards so you don't have to combo, you know, playing 30k, 40k, 50k battle cards, right? You know, just playing strong battle cards in general puts you in a position where you don't have to combo because they're strong enough to do what they need to do. But sometimes, you know, weak cards need a boost, right? You need some of your 15ks need to get to 20k and above. Some of your 20s need to get to 30 and above, and so forth and so forth, right? So that's where that type of stuff comes into play. So of course we got, you know, some cards. You know, the idea is permanence. You know, cards that once you play them, they'll stay there and they'll keep generating you advantage. You know, endless, right? Or continuous or repetitive. I just like the idea of using endless instead of saying infinite. You know, I want to say that for something else because maybe I might come up with a combo that could theoretically create infinite combo power or infinite, you know, boost, infinite attack essentially. Right now I could do stuff like 100k, you know, with alliance and stuff, so that's a thing. But for now, you know, yeah, I think that would be the way. Because untap everything, tap again for alliance, to just keep boosting. If I could just figure out a way to do that, right? But anyway, the point is that you definitely want to have stuff you can put into play and it keeps generating you combo power. Another strategy concept for endless combo is, you know, even just drawing cards, like for example hand, you know, leaders, or any leaders that when they swing they draw. Like this hit, when he attacks a leader, you draw a card. But he also has the added benefit of he gets 5k power for the duration of the turn when he swings. So he inherently already 5k combo, right? He already boosts himself, so you don't have to combo to get him to 15k. And then of course you draw a card, so you don't have to use any cards you already have in your hand to do anything unless you want to, but at least you'll be able to replace that card. If you did combo a card from your hand, at least you're replacing it by drawing. So that ability to constantly, you know, make sure that you always have a resource, a way to, you know, combo defensively or offensively. So that's why I was like the usefulness of the fact that he boosts himself so you don't have to combo. So you attack with him, draw, he gets a boost so you don't have to boost him, and just, you know, just ride with that, just like 15k to your 10k leader and just leave it at that. Obviously if you combine him with Planet M2 and make your opponent's battle leader, you know, 5k less, then essentially you're 10k stronger than their leader, and that's good because of course they can't just use 10, you know, a super combo for example to out combo you. They have to use something like a super combo or 10k worth of power plus 5k more. So they would need 15k just so they could try to get to 20k against your 15k. So that's more resources they have to use, and you didn't do anything other than attack and activate Planet M2's ability. So that right there is an endless way, and this is something you can do every turn. Since you can do it every turn, it makes it relatively endless. So there's that. Leaders that boost themselves, that's endless combo. Leaders that draw, that's also endless combo. As you can see, Pan she has the ability to boost the battle card, then to draw. So that combination of power boost and drawing, because essentially she's essentially a 10k combo card. Because you play a battle card with 15k or more power, she'll give them 5k power, then you draw. So if what you draw is 0 cost 5k, then you can combo that into the battle card's attack, and that's essentially 10k that she provided you for that turn. And if every turn you play a battle card 15k or above, you'll keep getting an extra 10k every turn, essentially, theoretically, right? So that's, and then, you know, we got stuff like this. Has a +1 ability. Choose one of your mono blue leader cards and it gets 10k power for the turn, you know, stuff like that. The fact that it's for the turn, that's even another thing of endless combo, is that it's not just for that one time, like for one battle, or, right? It's for the duration of the turn. So if you have a battle card that can attack more than once, like for example in this scenario, if you have a leader that can attack twice, have a dual attack ability, or at least the ability to stand and attack, then that's 2 10k combo power right there, essentially, for those 2 attacks. So using this on a leader that can attack twice is really useful, especially if it can attack twice and has double strike. Then if the leader, let's say if the leader is awakened, that's a 25k double strike dual attacker, and you didn't have to give up no cards or anything. You didn't have to do much of anything other than play this card for 2 blue energy, trigger its active +1 active main ability, and now you got a 25k double strike dual attacker leader that, mono blue, that can, essentially, deal 4 damage. They could essentially go for game in that situation. Now, if you want, obviously you can just combo your hand to finish your opponent off, type of play, but it wouldn't be that necessary, because this is something you could do every turn. So the fact that you could swing every turn with 25k double strike twice every turn, eventually you would do that enough that you'll beat your opponent eventually, right? So there's that. And of course other cards, again, getting power boost but also drawing. As you see, Boma, she has that ability where you could put her into rest mode to draw a card and then power up a battle card by 5k. So this, of course, you pay multiple red, multiple negative 5k 10k power. So not just boosting but also reducing. Another way of endless combo, right, in a way, is even making your opponent discard cards. I don't have anything here that has that effect specifically, but you get the idea. Like, even making your opponent discard cards, reducing their ability to combo, essentially makes it where you're comboing, right? That's why, just minusing combo power, minusing power is just, for me, is just the same as adding power, right? So minusing my opponent's hand or my opponent's leader's power is the same as if I was boosting, comboing and increasing my power. So being able to just even being able to reuse resources, like for example with Majora Unseen Aid, has the ability to, it has an active main once per turn. Choose up to 2 skills battle cards with an energy cost of 1 from your dropper or warp and play them. And if there are 1 drops, skills battle cards that have 0 cost 5k power, for example, and since you're getting 2 of them, that's essentially 10k combo power right there every turn. Now you can just use 1 to, like, let's say you swing with the leader and then use 1 of them as 5k combo power to swing, and then let's say the leader draws, which is the type of leader you always want anyway, to draw, so you always have resources, so you're not giving up anything, you're just plussing all day every day. Swing, right? And then save the other one for when you want to be, for when you defend, for when you want to block. So that's that kind of strategy. Again, so you're not giving up resources. So the idea of endless combo is that you're not really comboing all the time. You're using other methods to get the boost advantage that without giving up stuff. So in that idea of not giving up resources, not sacrificing, as the way I like to call it, Raging Spirits, Gohan, for example, and all the other combo summon battle cards that after you combo with them, you play them. It goes along with the endless combo concept of, well, I am still, I'm comboing, so I'm getting the benefit of the combo power, but at least I'm not sacrificing the card. I still get to play the card, I still get to use it. So it's stuff like Spirit, Raging Spirit, Gohan, it's useful to use defensively. Pay 1 energy, 10k boost to defend yourself, and then it goes into the battle area in rest mode. That way, next time, switch it to active mode, and you can swing with it, and you didn't give up the battle card. You didn't sacrifice it in order to defend yourself. So you then have to choose between taking a hit or not taking a hit, because taking a hit is because you were trying to save the battle card because you wanted to play it. But this saves you the trouble of having to make that decision. Now you don't have to take a hit just to save the battle card to play it next turn. You could just play the battle card, for the combo power to save your life. So you're protecting your life by actually playing your card for combo, but then you still have the card for later, which is awesome. So it was pretty badass when they added these into the game. Don't see people play them as often as you think they would, but they're there once in a while. I think I saw like maybe 1 or 2 profiles recently where I at least saw one of these in one deck and saw another one in another deck, because they have one for like every color, obviously. But the main combo and summon battle card that people like is Great 8 Barter Raiders War Prime, when you have a yellow leader, so that tends to be a popular combo summon battle card. Senzu Bean, or any card that can give you a power boost for the duration of turn. The whole idea of like 10k for the duration of turn. This gives you 5k to your leader for the duration of the turn. So in case let's say your leader is awakened, so your leader is 15k, and then your opponent suddenly summon a whole bunch of like 15k tokens or battle cards or something like that, and they swing, and then you're like, alright, play Senzu Bean, it gives me 5k power for the duration of turn. So now I'm 20k, and I'm 20k for the whole turn, which means essentially you have endless 5k combo power for every time your opponent tries to attack with their 15ks, which they won't even waste time doing unless they can boost combo and strengthen their 15k battle cards, for example, or tokens, whatever. So if they want to do that, then they have to give up. They have to combo. They have to give up hand advantage, resources, in order to try to hit your life. And then again, because this is essentially free, ish. Well, yeah, free after you use this free 5k combo or endless combo power. You can always obviously use some cards from your hand, and add an extra 5k to get to 25k combo power. 25k power on your leader to be able to block out certain attacks. But again, you're using way less resources to defend. Obviously defensively, but you can also use this sense of being offensively. Obviously, give yourself 5k boost for the duration of the turn. If your leader can attack more than one, or a battle card, because you can use this on a battle card, boost up the battle, a battle card, unison, or whatever. And if I can attack more than once, then even better, because then it just, you're giving it, the endless combo power. And if you use multiple copies, then that's 10k or 15k or 20k. If you use 4 Senzu Bean on something that can attack more than once, then you get more out of it. And again, you're using a lot less to get a lot more of value out of something than you normally would. And that's it. The game theory of the idea of endless combo. Because when I first started playing, at first, I will always combo to block, so I don't take a hit. But I always was in a situation where I had a lot less cards to play with. Because every time you draw, you always charge an energy. So essentially, your draw always becomes energy in a way. So you're never really adding. And then, I don't know when they start adding draw leaders, maybe set 4 or 5 is when I started adding draw leaders. So unless you awaken, you were not recouping your losses as they were. So you were always losing. So every time you were trying to defend yourself, or even to attack and try to deal damage by combo to boost, right? You weren't benefiting, you were losing. So then that's why I started playing, you know, as soon as Planet M2 dropped on set 3, you know, automatically started, you know, using that. And that's like, oh, free 5k combo power all day, every day. Can't wait until they make more cards like this. And, you know, they eventually did do stuff like that. Like this gives 10k, like, to a blue leader. And I'm all about the blue and the black colors, but I tend to play a lot of red because a lot of red tends to give me a lot of the stuff that goes with like my concepts. But there are some, you know, good blue stuff that fit that criteria, and hopefully, you know, we'll see more of that. You know, more. I didn't go and thoroughly look for every card that can essentially give you power just by using them. Just went and grabbed the staple red stuff that I'm used to, but also I remember, of course, there's, you know, there's this and there's Sins of Being, and then there's this one. So there are, you know, are some non-red color cards that do add or subtract power. You know, obviously I just grabbed the obvious red leaders that I know have some power boost and drawing abilities, just to illustrate the concept of, you know, drawing as endless combo concept, or just a you know, an effective boost, whether it be from the leader or from one battle card or unison. And that's where we got the unisons and stuff. Alright, well, that'll be the end of this video.